The market capitalization of the coin is used to summarize all that is taught in this video. I would also like to remind you to give my channel a like and subscribe to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this now, shall we? CC may reach a deal on Thursday of this week. Why is it the case? It is possible that Ripple Labs Inc. and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission Commission C could reach a settlement this week, bringing an end to the ongoing legal battle that has been going on between the two sides. It was decided by CK that the meeting would take place behind closed doors on Thursday, July 18, 2024. The meeting was planned to take place on that day. Ripple and the SEC reached a settlement, which was announced this week. An advocate for the cryptocurrency exchange Bytrue named Brett Hill stoked the fires of speculation with a post on X Hill's tweet. The message was accompanied by a screenshot of a notification that was made by the SEC 1000. The following is an explanation of what happened. This next Thursday, the 24th of July, is the day that they have planned to hold a private executive meeting at their headquarters in Washington. We have been informed by reliable sources that this gathering is connected to the resolutions of Ripple vs. the SEC as well as the conclusion of the court case. This information has been brought to our attention. Specifically, the formal notification that was issued by the SEC includes information that is particular to the nature of the meeting as well as the logistics that are taking place. The Ripple issue is not mentioned in any way, shape, or form in this document. In spite of this, the following subjects are slated to be discussed: the resolution of litigation claims, the establishment and settlement of administrative processes, and the destitution and settlement of injunctive actions as well as arbitration. The fact that such matters are being discussed raises the potential that the conference will result in significant progress being made in the Ripple case that is being discussed in the notice. It has been reported that the gathering will take place in the headquarters of the Commission, which is situated in the District of Columbia in the United States of America. In addition to that, it is also feasible to participate from a distance. The certification of the General Counsel that the discussion falls within a variety of exclusions serves as the foundation for the meeting's categorization as a gathering that is not open to the public. These constraints do not apply to a number of subjects, including but not limited to privacy, the procedures of law enforcement, information that is financial or commercial in nature, and the rules and procedures that govern internal personnel. In a recent interview, Ripple's chief legal officer criticized the United States for its inadequate regulation of cryptocurrencies. This is an indicator of the delicate nature of the negotiations, which most likely pertain to ongoing enforcement actions, which in this context could very well involve the litigation concerning Ripple. This is important since it indicates that the conversations are sensitive. The fact that updates are going to be released on the official website of the Securities and Exchange Commission is an indication of the fluid nature of the enforcement negotiations that are now taking place. Additionally, the statement will provide transparency with regard to any revisions that may be made to the period. During the course of the inquiry, the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC is currently seeking a penalty from Ripple in the amount of $102 million. This is a significant reduction from the nearly $2 billion that was first requested. As part of its defense, Ripple has suggested a penalty cap of $10 million, drawing parallels to the manner in which the Terraform Labs case was resolved. On the other hand, the Securities and Exchange Commission stated in its reply brief that you rejected this concept. In the brief, the SEC stated that such a tiny amount would not be consistent with the aim of the statute that governs civil fines. It is essential to take note of the fact that a number of attorneys who are in favor of XRP have informed the court that the likelihood of the lawsuit being settled is relatively low. Recently, Fred Rispoli, the founder of HODL Law, made a comment regarding this subject, suggesting that a prejudgment settlement is highly improbable, despite the fact that some unanswered arguments could still be attempted to be discussed. He has become a key character in the cryptocurrency market as a result of his unrelenting dedication to the adoption of XRP in his strategic leadership, both of which have supported Ripple in navigating both turbulent and calm waters. Brad Garlinghouse, the energetic CEO of Ripple, has become a major figure in the cryptocurrency sector. It is a story that will inspire you with its endurance, insight, and unrelenting commitment to inventiveness. His voyage is a riveting story of his travel around the world, joining Ripple and building a vision. In 2015, when Brad Garlinghouse was hired by Ripple to serve as Chief Operating Officer, he started his adventure with the company. This marked the beginning of the process. During his prior work, he held positions at Yahoo, LSO, and Hightail, which was originally known as Usendit. Both of these positions afforded him the chance to extend his knowledge and abilities in the areas of corporate strategy and operations. At Ripple, Garlinghouse realized the potential for XRP to change the process of processing payments throughout the world by giving an option that is both more efficient and less expensive than previous methods. This was by providing an alternative that could revolutionize the process, creating Ripple as the unrivaled leader in blockchain technology for payments all over the world was the stated goal of the organization it was founded to accomplish. The legal conflict with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The legal conflict that Garlinghouse had with the Securities and Exchange Commission, CF of the United States, was the defining moment of his employment at Ripple. Garlinghouse said before the conflict, XRP was the subject of a lawsuit that was brought against Ripple by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) in December of 2020. The case was filed in the context of unregistered securities. Ripple's operations were put in jeopardy as a result of this case, but the Bitcoin market as a whole was also put in a more precarious position at the same time. Garlinghouse, in conjunction with Ripple's legal team, started a complete defense in which they asserted that XRP was a currency rather than a security, and that as a result it fell under the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Consequently, Garlinghouse remained a steadfast supporter of Ripple and XRP throughout the duration of the controversy, which lasted for more than 3 years. While serving in his function as the XRP Army, assured the general public and the XRP community on multiple occasions that Ripple will defend itself against the claims and emerge victorious. This was done in order to alleviate the anxieties of the general public. It was a big success for Ripple in the courtroom when, in July 2023, a judge in the United States found in favor of Ripple and pronounced XRP to be weak in security. This ruling provided Ripple with a significant triumph. When it came to Ripple, this ruling was a victory that would go down in history. Within the context of the Bitcoin sector, it was a defining occasion that will determine the categorization of digital assets in the years to come. It was he who was responsible for organizing a large-scale celebration that Garlinghouse referred to as the appropriate party. The event was placed in the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is a well-known venue for musical events in New York City. The purpose of the event was to express gratitude to the XRP community for their unflinching support throughout the course of the years. By virtue of the fact that hundreds of XRP supporters were present at the event, it served as evidence of the power and cohesiveness of the XRP Army. Over the course of his whole career, he has been an advocate for the clarity of regulations, a stalwart supporter of the adoption of transparent norms for the cryptocurrency business. Garlinghouse has been a strong advocate for this cause. The development and legitimacy of digital assets, in his opinion, are contingent on the certainty of legislative action. He emphasizes the necessity for clear legislation that would enable these assets to realize their promise of giving stability and trust in the Bitcoin market. Therefore, he believes that legislative action is necessary. It was projected by Garlinghouse that stablecoins would be granted regulatory certainty in the year 2024. Over the course of a number of interviews, Garlinghouse has repeatedly stressed the significance of regulatory support for creative enterprises. He has advocated for a sensible policy that encourages inventiveness while also preserving compliance and security, and he has questioned the regulatory framework in the United States for what is reported to be an anti-crypto stance against Bitcoin, as a result of the fact that he has witnessed better legislative attitudes in nations like as Dubai, Singapore, the United Kingdom, and the European Union. His advocacy extends beyond the borders of the United States. Ripple has been able to achieve extraordinary success in nations other than the United States of America as a direct result of Garlinghouse's leadership, which has enabled the company to expand its operations across the globe. Ripple has been strategically positioned to profit from regulatory settings that are more favorable to cryptocurrencies in order to foster alliances and expansion in locations that are beneficial to blockchain innovation. This is done in order to encourage blockchain innovation. It should be noted that the material that has been supplied is not intended to serve as business advice. In the event that any investments are made on the basis of the information that is provided on this